Hello, friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, I am back at Dallas Fort Worth Airport getting ready to head home to California for the holidays. As usual, the trip through Dallas Fort Worth Airport is always a joy. A lot of people today, so it took a little while to get through security, but you know what? I made it through and found out that my airline's delayed about a half hour, so we're going to sit around for a while and figure out what we're going to do to entertain ourselves. Alright, so I made it home. Everything went well. It's actually the next day now. A little bit rainy, overcasty today. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to go out and check out one of the senior living homes that my parents have selected. We've got an appointment at like 1 o'clock to go look at them. And we just want to make sure it looks like a nice place. There's actually two places that they've looked at. This one is the one that we talked about a little bit when I was here in Thanksgiving. And they both seem like really nice places. So I don't know if I'll get a whole lot of footage of the area, but you know, we'll see. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we got back from the assisted living place, and it's actually a really nice place. I shot some video inside the place, but unfortunately, since it was actually somebody's actual apartment, I can't show it to anyone because, that's their private stuff. And I was showing video of like their closets and their bedroom and stuff like that, and that's just it's kind of going to be for our reference, just so we can, you know, remember exactly what it was we saw and do comparisons and stuff like that. But I won't be able to show it to you. But it's actually a really nice apartment. It's a little over 1,000 square feet, has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. One of the things that my parents both liked is since they're both kind of got limited mobility, and my mom's in a walker and my dad's on a walker, and sometimes my mom's in a wheelchair, is they really like the fact that it really seemed to be geared towards people with limited mobility. Had extra wide doors. The bathrooms had all the handles and railings and things like that that they would need to get around. The showers are really designed for people who can't lift their leg up and get up into a bathtub, and so it had like a little like 1 inch damp on the edge there, and it was a big space so they could pull their walker or their wheelchair or put a chair in there or something like that while they're showering. It was really seemed to be designed for elderly people. There also seemed to be a lot of activities. There was a nice kind of cafeteria that they're free to go to anytime they want. It's basically, I guess it's open from like 7 to 7 or 8 to 8 or something like that, and they can eat as many meals there as they want or as few meals. They've got a nice little kitchen, and that was one of the things my mom said is she didn't want to be going to the cafeteria 3 meals a day. Maybe just once in a while or maybe once a day or something like that. But a lot of times they just want to cook their own meal. And that is definitely an option in this place. Now, one of the downsides that my mom saw, she's not really into this fad of people bringing their pets everywhere. And one of the things that they do in this place is they allow people to bring their small dogs or small cats into live with them. And my mom isn't really into that idea. I don't know. She just may have to accept that because that's just kind of how the world is now. But other than that, the place is really nice. We're going to actually go look at another place on Friday, and that place is a little bit closer to our house. This one isn't terribly far away from my parents' house, but it's like 5 or 10 miles, and it's really really kind of close to the beach that they like. This one's a little closer to their house, which means it'll be a little closer to their doctor's office. It'll be a little closer to my mom's beauty place or hair place. It'll be a little closer to their church. So, I don't know. We'll see. Both places are very highly rated. Um, my dad's physical therapist was in looking at them yesterday, and she was one of the ones that recommended the place we went to yesterday. And when she heard what the price was, she was just blown away when, about how affordable the place was compared to other places, especially after she looked at my video and saw, how nice the place is. So I think that is going to work out really well for them. We are getting to the point, I think, where we're going to have to push them into doing this as soon as possible, just because it's not good. My father sometimes has problems getting out of his chair, and when he can't stand up, his only recourse, because my mom can't help him, his only recourse is to call 911. Well, that's just happening too much, and that's just not going to continue to be acceptable. So if we can get him into this assisted living place, perhaps that will be an issue that will, kind of resolve itself, because, then there's like an orderly staff that they're just there to do that. That's what they're there for. We did like the fact that there were a lot of activities there. There's a movie room, there's a gymnasium, there's a spa on site, like a game room, pool table, all sorts of activities. Plus, they have like jitney rides that'll take them to the grocery store, that'll take them out to run errands, they'll take them to doctor's appointments, and above and beyond that, they can, go out and just do activities and do fun stuff. So, I think it'll be a good move for them. We'll see what the other place looks like, and if that's significantly nicer, but I can't imagine how much better it would be. Like I said, both places were highly recommended by my father's physical therapist. So, I expect that this place will be nice too. But Anyway, I think that is all that I have for today. We're going to kind of wrap up this today, and tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and I'm going to make my mom's lasagna for us to eat on Christmas Day, and we'll just go from there. So tomorrow night, I'm going to try and go out and do some Christmas lights around here. There's one neighborhood around where I live in Placentia that just it's not just one or two blocks. It's like, a whole community. It's like a whole, you know, 20, 30 streets that all just get together and they try and compete with each other and do the most elaborate thing. It's like the things I've shown you already this year, but it's like on steroids. So I'm going to try and go and do that tomorrow night, and we'll just see what goes on. So that's all I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.